I met Jamie back when I was in grade school. To be honest, when we met at school, she wasn't the nicest of kids when it was just us. Jamie was a gem in front of our parents, but in the schoolyard she was just nasty. The only reason we hung out was because our moms worked at the same firm and were so close. It's hard to believe we spent so much time together, since she'd always call me a loser or tell me I'm stupid. Looking back now, I can understand why someone her age would take her anger out on someone shy like me. Some of the other kids in school made fun of her every so often because of this weird mark on her head. I didn't quite understand why the other kids thought it was so dumb, but it wasn't until after the incident that I learned how poorly her father treated her. It wouldn't surprise me if that's what molded her into being such a brash, tomboyish girl. Jamie and I became better friends as the years went on. Times never stopped being tough, especially for her, but we always found a way to push through, our friendship growing ever stronger. We'd always find ways to get into trouble, despite what rules our parents would set up. One of our favorite things to do was explore new parts of our town in Wisconsin. When we were 10, it felt like there was so much to see and do around town. We were living the life, going on fun adventures to the more abandoned and creepy parts of town. If Jamie's father ever found out, he'd get incredibly angry. "You kids should never play in the projects," he'd yell. "Do you have any idea what could be lurking in those alleys?" I had no idea how right he was, until that fateful day. One spring evening, we were exploring the back streets in the town square, and found this old abandoned tunnel. It looked like a cellar was left open, but there were no doors. We could hear the dripping of water from deep within, but listening closer, we thought we heard the sound of a dark, raspy breathing. I could feel myself trembling, but before I knew it, Jamie pushed me into the dark tunnel in the wall. "Go check it out," she whispered to me. I opened my mouth to object, only to hear the raspy breath come closer. "I'm not that dumb in the head," I whispered back. "I can't see, and I have no idea what's in here." Climbing over some of the rubble, Jamie joined me in the darkness, pulling the flashlight out of her backpack and shoving it in my grasp. The breathing was closer than ever. I could feel it creeping up behind me, hot air cascading my back. She grabbed me by the shoulders and turned me to face the darkness, flashlight in hand. And that was when she whispered those words I will never forget. "You'll never know if you don't go." I flipped on the flashlight, and pointing the luminescent bulb ahead, I replied, "You'll never shine if you don't glow."
Hey now, you're an all-star. Get